The raging sea-time evening near the Sea of Galilee. Place a small boat rocking on the stormy waves. The sky is overcast with thick clouds, and the wind lashes fiercely against the water, creating massive waves that threaten to engulf the small boat. Inside the boat are the disciples of Jesus struggling to keep themselves upright, as the waves toss them around like a toy. Fear is etched on their faces, and they cry out to Jesus for help. And then they see him. He is walking on the surface of the water towards them, calm and serene, as if the raging storm means nothing to him. Closer now, his robes billowing in the wind like sails on a ship. His face glows with an otherworldly light despite the darkness of the night. The disciples stare at him in awe and fear. Can't believe what they are seeing. How can anyone walk on water? And who is this mysterious figure? As he approaches, they realize it is Jesus. But how can he be here? They thought he was on the other side of the lake. Confusion and disbelief give way to terror as the disciples realize the danger they are in. If Jesus is not there to save them, they will surely die. They cry out to him for help, but their pleas are lost in the wind and the waves. Will Jesus come to their rescue, or will he let them drown? Will he show them the power of God, or will he leave them to face their fate? The fate of the disciples hangs in the balance as they wait for Jesus to make a move. Will he save them, or will he let them drown? Welcome back to the channel where the Bible comes alive through cinematic dramatizations. Today we bring you an extraordinary episode from the life of Jesus, the man who walked on water. Join us as we take you back in time to the shores of the Sea of Galilee, where Jesus performed one of his most miraculous feats. This is the story that has been passed down through generations, a testament to the power and divinity of Jesus Christ. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be amazed as we delve into the depths of this incredible event. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss any of our amazing videos. Now let's dive into the depths of this incredible story. Evening had fallen, and a fierce storm was brewing over the Sea of Galilee. The disciples were in a small boat, and the waves were crashing over them. They were exhausted from battling the elements, and fear was starting to creep into their hearts. As they struggled to keep their heads above the waves, they looked up and saw a dark figure walking towards them on the water. It was Jesus. He had been on the other side of the lake when the storm hit, and had decided to come over and help his disciples. But as he approached, they were terrified. They thought he was a ghost or some other supernatural being. They cried out in fear and begged for mercy. Jesus stopped walking when he saw their frightened faces and spoke to them in a calm voice. "Take heart, it is. I do not be afraid." His words were like a balm to their souls, and they slowly began to calm down. As Jesus came closer, they saw that he was not a ghost, but their beloved teacher and friend. He had his arms outstretched as if to help them out of the boat. With renewed hope, they reached out to him, and he pulled them one by one onto the boat. The disciples were amazed. They had seen many miracles performed by Jesus, but this was the first time they had seen him walk on water. They asked him how he had been able to do such a thing, and Jesus replied, "Because I am with you. All things are possible to those who believe in me." The disciples were overjoyed. They had been saved from certain death, and they knew that they had witnessed something truly miraculous. As the storm began to subside and the sun peeked through the clouds, they realized that Jesus had not only saved them physically, but also spiritually. They were grateful for his presence in their lives and vowed to follow him no matter what. And so the story of Jesus walking on water became one of the most famous miracles he had ever performed. It was a reminder to his disciples and all who heard it that with faith in him, all things are possible. The miracle of Jesus walking on water is one of the most awe-inspiring stories in the Bible. It tells us that nothing is impossible for God. When the disciples were in a boat on the Sea of Galilee and suddenly found themselves in the middle of a violent storm, they were scared and hopeless. But Jesus calmed the storm with a word and walked on the water to reach them. This miracle teaches us that Jesus has the power to calm the storms in our lives. No matter how rough the waters may seem, we can trust in Jesus to guide us through. It also shows us that Jesus cares for us deeply and is always there for us when we need him the most. Even when his disciples were afraid and unsure of what to do, Jesus never lost control. He remained calm and confident that he could help his friends. Moreover, The miracle of Jesus walking on water teaches us that we should have faith in God as power to help us. When the disciples saw Jesus walking towards them on the water, they were initially afraid. Now, let's talk about the deeper meaning of the miracle of Jesus walking on water. Jesus walking on water symbolizes the victory of good over evil, faith over doubt, and hope over despair. It also represents the triumph of spirit over matter. By walking on water, Jesus demonstrated that he was not bound by the laws of nature, but was free from the limitations of the physical world. The miracle also teaches us about Jesus' divinity. So only someone with divine power could walk on water. And this is a clear indication of Jesus' identity as the Son of God. Furthermore, the miracle of Jesus walking on water is a metaphor for spiritual enlightenment. When the disciples saw Jesus walking on water, they were filled with awe and wonder. This is similar to the experience of those who encountered Jesus Christ and come to know him personally. We too can experience spiritual enlightenment. When we put our faith in Jesus Christ, the miracle of Jesus walking on water is a powerful reminder of the limitless possibilities that are available to us when we believe in God. It teaches us that we should never give up hope, no matter how difficult our circumstances may seem. With God by our side, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve anything we set our minds to. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any of our amazing videos. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may the peace of Jesus Christ be with you.